Shalom, shalom. I want to first start off by giving all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Al-Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. This is the brother Yahweh. And today I'm going to be doing a quick little lesson on the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Lord willing, you find it edifying, and I'm going to make this a quick one. But the message that I want to convey today is putting on your armor every single day. So we have to be in that constant reminder to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that we have to use that weapon that's been given to us, that holy armor, and we have to always wake up and put that on. How are we going to do that? By seeking the Lord early, by staying in prayer, by staying in meditation, and so on and so forth. Because the devil, he seeks like a roaring lion, and he's always trying to find a way to get little openings any chance that he possibly can. So we just have to be vigilant. So I'm going to bring out the first precept, Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So it's more than what we just see for face value. If you're not with the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, then, spirits can just hop on you. It can hop on people that are working with you, friends in the world, family members, and they could just try to vex you. And even if it's not that, it's just it's getting sick. Something happens to where your patience gets tested, and then you're out of spirit. So we have to just see it for what it is, Akim. We got to be very, very quick to listen and slow to speak. Because that also comes with having your armor on. Salaki. A little bit of cold, but we're going to continue on with the precept. Wherefore take on your whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand. So you're putting on that armor, you're doing everything you possibly can in your will, and you're leaving the rest up to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But we have to, take initiative in the first place and put on that holy armor. And I'm going to bring out And how do we do that? By seeking him early. It says in Proverbs 8:17, I love them that love me, and those that shall seek me early shall find me. So you're creating that proper relation. You start off the relationship in the morning on a good note. You're not waking up and checking your phone. And I know a lot of us can do that sometimes. And I'm speaking for myself here too. But you wake up, you get distracted, somebody calls you, and it gets you away from that meditation with the Father. But we have to always come back and start our day right. Read, even if it's a little bit. Say a prayer before you step out. Pray for traveling mercies. Pray for protection. Pray for the Spirit to be encampeth around you in that Psalm 91 encampeth, that shelter. And when you do these things, the Lord sees that, and he's going to give you what you desire. It says, ask and you shall receive. Let me bring that out too. Yeah, it says Matthew 7:7, ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened. So if we're knocking, if we're seeking, if we're desiring, we're going to get the armor that the Lord has for us, man. We're going to get it. He has it ready for us. We just have to put it on. We have to actually take the stand and go on and put on every little piece of that armor, and then go out in our day-to-day. And it talks about this further on in Ephesians. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having the breastplate of righteousness. So you're in truth, you're in righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. So you have that gospel, man, like that sword, man. Right there, you got that holy sword ready. And the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, Akim. It's always spiritual. We don't need a gun to fight our battles. It actually talks about that. Or not carnal. KJV online. Yeah, so 2 Corinthians 10:4, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mightily through Yahweh for pulling down strongholds. So this is what ultimately wins our battles, man. The weapons that the Lord has for us, and that spiritual armor. This is what helps us fight against the vexations that we go on with our day-to-day lives, man. Because we're in this present-day temporal and evil world, man. And we're going to suffer while we're here. You know, it's inevitable if we're truly desiring the Lord and wanting to follow Him. So you just gotta see it for what it is, man. You know, everything is spiritual. And Salaki for the music in the background. You know, you got the people playing mad loud music. You know, probably from the tribe of Manasseh, Cuban family. But anyways, I'm walking back to my car. I was just doing a little walk and talk. I'm gonna get so I can get the charger going. So Lord willing, the video doesn't bug out or lose connection. But I had this other verse, Hebrews, and I was meditating on this today, 4:12. Yeah, this is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahweh is quick, powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and the discerner of thoughts and intentions of the heart. So these scriptures are what cut up these demons, man, and these spirits that are trying to prowl around seeking to ruin against us, you know. And yeah, that's what it is. Hold on, Salaki, I'm just putting a phone in the charger right now. So they're seeking to ruin against us. They're seeking to destroy us. They've studied us for so long, and they know little things about us that could try to vex us or throw us off this. But this word, this truth, this prayer,